Oh my God, cryptos are crashing, Bitcoin's crashing. Is your portfolio affected? And do you think this is the bottom finally to get back into it? And do you remember Pablo's big call from 2 weeks ago saying that 55K is coming, but do we know why the market is dumping? So you might have heard by now that cryptos are crashing, Bitcoin is going down because of the selling from Germany, right? The German government confiscated from criminals some Bitcoins and now they're selling it, dumping on the market, about $2.5 billion worth. But more importantly, from Mt. Gox, which is the biggest crypto exchange in the world about 8 or 9 years ago, and it got hacked, and all those $8.5 billion of Bitcoin, right, are now back to given to those customers, and now they could potentially sell it because they're holding like literally hundreds of $1 million in profit. But however, that's not the reason why the market is really crashing, because all up, that's added up, it's only about $11 billion. That's not much compared to the overall market cap of Bitcoin, which is something like over $1.2 trillion, something like 1%. So that's not the real reason. What is the real reason? The real reason is because the exchanges just want to flush out a lot of the longs, the futures, people trading the futures going longs, right? Give it a flush out, and then the market is healthy again, and it can go up again. See, so far, from what we can see, when Bitcoin got to about 53K, right, it's only like a 25% or so correction compared to all the other, right? These are the dates, pullbacks and corrections during, a bull market. This is quite in line with everything else. This is quite normal. And the other reason why people are selling is because the miners, the crypto miners, actually are making half as much as before, because that's why it's called the halving, for doing the same amount of worker proof, right? Using the same amount of electricity, they only get half as many coins. So they can't survive anymore if prices are down. So they have to sell their Bitcoins and get out of the business, right? They're closing down. And therefore, we can tell because the hash rate is falling, and it's fallen 7.6% from the top. This also happened once before, which was the end of 2022. And that was the exact Bitcoin bottom at 15K. So selling by miners, Bitcoin miners, are getting to extreme levels. So this might be a sign that we could be near some sort of bottom. Also, fear and greed index at 29, closing on extreme fear. So we might not be that far away from bottom. So yeah, like yesterday, Bitcoin had a big bottoming tail, and that's good on a daily chart. But on the weekly chart, it's still not looking good unless Bitcoin can close this weekly bar above 60K. So overall, I'm still expecting Bitcoin to swing somewhere in the 50s, right? Maybe low 60s. But mostly it's a buying opportunity if you're a long-term investor, not